Friends, I hope you all are very well and you all are practicing very well also. So students, let's continue. I think you all are preparing very sincerely because the students questions answers will ask in the MCQ forms. MCQ, multiple choice questions. So students don't bother only to create the question answers only which is given at the end of the chapter. Paragraph reading the way we are doing, just follow the same only and try to make short question answers in between also. Clear students? This will help you a lot. Good. Now let's start today's session till para 5 we have completed in the last video. Today we will start with para 6 and para 7. So let's start without wasting time. Tommy in the previous para, so she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? That was the last para. कि कोई school के बारे में क्यों लिखेगा? Why would anyone write about school? So Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. Superior means thinking that I am more knowledgeable than the other to whom I am telling. It means superior means to feel ourselves more smart than the other, the one who is asking. So with the superior eyes, he looked at the Margie and said, because it's not our kind of school. Means if it is our kind of school, children, what was their kind of school? They were sitting inside the room, clear? And they were just simply sitting in front of a television screen and asking for the question answers and teaching and all that. This was happening. But nothing to be written, obviously. With that kind of school, nobody is writing in that manner. That kind of school, nobody is writing. But that was a different kind of school. That's what he is telling. Because it's not our kind of school. Our kind of school, machine teacher. It's not like that. Stupid, and added stupid also. Stupid, you don't know about it. This is the old kind of school and they had hundreds of years ago, and that happens before 100 years ago. Means before many years these kinds of schools happen. That is why they were writing about the schools. He added loftily. Loftily means again showing the superiority, but in a very correct manner. Tommy is telling to Margie. In a very loftily means in a very correct manner, in a proper manner. Pronouncing, he used to pronounce again the word carefully. Centuries ago means before many centuries these kinds of schools happened. Margie was hurt, means Margie feel bad the way he told stupid and all that. Well, and then with a very attitude she reacted. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. Means I have no idea. So how do I know what kind of school they means grandparents or the people 100 centuries ago, what kind of school they people are having? I don't know. I don't have any knowledge about that. So she read the book over and his shoulder for a while, then said, she read the book over his shoulder. Whose shoulder? Tommy's shoulder. Before the Tommy's shoulder a book was there, so she read that book, means like this. Maybe he was having his book and she was reading like this on the shoulder, and then she said, anyway, they had a teacher. Then again she asked, anyway, they had a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Ab here student, who is the regular teacher? Their mechanical teacher. The mechanical teacher of Margie and Tommy. She thought that sure they had a teacher. What did she ask? Anyway, they had a teacher. Means do they have a teacher or do they study themselves in school? That's what she's asking. So here Tommy is replying, sure they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular. Regular means a machine teacher. It's not like that a teacher. It was a man. A human being is there the teacher. Means earlier human being was the teacher, not the machine. At the time of Margie and Tommy, human beings teacher are replaced by machine teacher, mechanical teacher. Means humans are not the teacher, machines are the teacher. That is why they known to be mechanical teacher. But at that time it was men who considered or who was a teacher in a school. A man? She reacted again with a very surprising tone. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Ab see what a surprising. Children, you must be thinking what the way she is replying. Because we are human teacher, you people are in a school studying. Nowadays we are having online classes, but at least This way we were not studying the way she is telling, that how can be a men a teacher, means surprisingly, as day when I told you about the Gurukul tradition, Gurukul culture, the way student used to go and study. So how we say, how can students stay without home there in Gurukul only, lie down on the vacant floor over there and ask for the food to them by roaming house and house, and then of whatever offered, they just kept in front of their guru, then whatever is remaining they are eating. Is it real? Like the way we react in the same manner, here Margi is also reacting in the very same manner. What did she say? How could a man be a teacher? Because in her entire life she never seen any teacher as a human being. She always teacher, for her the definition of teacher is only machine. That is why she can't rely that a human being can be a teacher. Okay, I hope you're getting. Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Now again Tommy explaining that boys and girls, he was just telling and asking for the homework and ask them questions, that you do this, you do that, as we people are giving you homework and classwork. It's like that. I hope you got the 6th paragraph. Now let's move on to the 7th. A man isn't smart enough. How can a man be so smart, just like machine, enough to teach anybody else? Again this question is raised by Margi. Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. Now Tommy is telling this, no, teacher is more smart than machine. A teacher who is he means here means human being. Sure he is. He is more smarter than machine, because my father knows as much as my teacher. Because my father is also as much intelligent as my teacher. Who is the teacher here of Tommy? Machine, mechanical teacher. So what does he want to tell here? What does Tommy want to tell here? That my father knows more than my mechanical teacher. He knows almost as much, I bet. And he knows almost as much. Like as much a mechanical teacher know, in the same manner my father also knows very well. And I bet. Bet here means I bet. Bet means जैसे शर्त लगाते हैं ना, I bet ऐसा ही होगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. It's like that. I bet. Margi wasn't prepared to dispute that, to argue that, to quarrel that. She was not ready for that. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. I don't want, or I don't agree a strange person being a teacher come in my house and teach me. I don't like this. Why did she react so? Because her online teacher or her mechanical teacher lives at her home only. Lives means the television is a non-living thing, but according to her, her mechanical teacher lives in a room only of her house. But if a human being teacher will teach her, so she don't like to invite that teacher and to let him stay in her own house. So that's why she is reacting. How can I bear, or how can I keep, or how can a teacher will live with us only? A human being teacher. Mechanical teacher is okay, she will shut the door, that will remain inside only. But a human being teacher, how can be inside the home? Clear? So Tommy screamed with laughter. Scream means to shout a lot. With laughter, ha ha ha, something like that. Just making fun of Margi. It's like Tommy screamed with laughter. You don't know much, Margi. You're so stupid, you don't know anything. What she don't know? Margi, the teachers didn't live in the house. Stupid. Teachers don't live in the student's house at that time. They had a special building. Now he is telling her about a proper school building. They had a special building, like Great Mission Public School is a special building. And all the kids went there, and all the kids like you people went there, and we people like teacher teach there. There was a time, once upon a time, before lockdown or before coronavirus. That's what there, and hope so. We are every day praying to God that this will happen again. Okay. They had a special building, and all the kids went there, and all the kids learned the same thing. Same thing means same chapter. Suppose I am teaching you one chapter, so all the student will be learning the same thing at one time. Maybe mechanical teacher, different things can be taught, but with the school teacher, a particular teacher will teach one topic at a time to one child at a time only. Sure, if they were the same age. Sure, if they were the same age. And that is sure also because almost all the students are of the same age. They mean students, those who are studying in the same classroom as you in your own class. Most of the students are of the same age, almost 1 or 2 years here and there, otherwise of the same age. So same age, teacher is also there, and same topic is discussed with all together. So students, here we have ended up the paragraph 7. I hope so you all are getting very well. Students, at the start I was telling you that we are having this periodical first assessment in MCQ type questions. MCQ type and chapters I have already given to you. This chapter, first 2 poem and tenses also. So keep on prepare it, revise this. MCQ means for one question you will have 4 options. And out of 4 options, you have to mark 1 on the spot only. It will be marked, and your marks will be, when you will submit, your marks will be visible over there. You don't need to wait for a long, that out of 30, how much you have scored. So students, I want you to score 30 out of 30 all, please. So prepare accordingly, or whatever, any queries or any problem you are having in English, please keep on asking. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.